Welcome back.
Oh, welcome. And we have gone live, by the way. And I've managed to hitch a ride on your train. What is
Not
up,
giving
my
away
man?
another free ride.
Not giving away another free ride. All right. So, yeah. We are over here playing Railroads Online with you once again. And I'm over on my good friend Matthew Kemper's Railroad. And I'm just essentially protecting the shove here. You probably got about 5 cars to a stop.
We're just going till we need to stop for the cranes.
Good, good. I think you can push it over, or push it up a couple more feet.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, how are you doing tonight, man?
Good?
So we just got done doing a Train Talks podcast episode about 90 minutes ago, and I thought it went pretty good, in my opinion. Mark says, well, I'm back on YouTube. Yes, I am. Yes, sir. The episode tonight for TTP was a little bit different than the norm, but, you know. You know, what's one of these Light Wolf streams without some music here? Mark says, podcast was excellent indeed. We try to make it good, you know, engaging discussion. So I think we could dive into a little bit more depth about those Uintas. So as far as, I don't know what iteration QMA intends to bring those units in. It would be lovely if it's SVRy, the Sumter Valley version. But if it's the Uinta version, I'm still fine with that either way. But I'm just looking forward to having those units in. Go ahead.
Yeah, either way, it would be cool to have the units in. My guess is that they'll probably, since they have the coal firing mechanism in the game, my guess is they'll likely do the Uinta versions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most likely. Because it'd be a little bit more work for QMA to implement oil-fired, you know. Not that
unless he was unless he was gonna go non-realism and do the Sumter Valley versions, but have it with a coal tender.
With a coal tender, yeah, that could work. I mean, not that there isn't oil on this map anyway, you know, but it's whatever floats his boat, I suppose. I got about half a car to a stop. Keep sliding the back. And stop. So, where's this train going today?
So, I have a plan. We're gonna...
Go ahead.
So, I have one... If we pull... There's two loaded consists down in the sawmill right now. One is all beams, the other is mostly lumber, but with one beam car. If we take that one beam car so that we have a train of, I think, 10 cars with beams, that will fill the beams at the coal mine.
Okay.
We need to get more cardwood down to the smelter. So my thought is we'll do the moving around so that we have the load of 10 beam cars. And we'll take this with, drop these off in the smelter, and then after we get these dealt with, we'll hook back up to the beam cars and we can go try the first train on the coal mine run.
Okay, sure. That sounds good, man. And
you get
you're clear. You're clear to pull up for 2.
Okay. You get to be one of the first people on the first coal train run, or on the first run up to the coal mine.
How many coal cars do you have?
I only have the 6 hoppers that I use for the iron ore right now.
Just the 6. I got enough funds. I can get you one more hopper if you want.
I'm gonna.
We would have to go to Freight Depot if that's the case.
My plan is the new hoppers that they implemented.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the new hoppers for coal, and I'll use the older style hoppers for the iron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the new hoppers. I bought a set of them yesterday. Or a couple days ago, actually. No, it was yesterday. It's yesterday before the streams that I did, you know. Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, you're gonna like those coal-fired units that they added into the game. They're a nice little addition. So just as far as the Sumter Valley units, I just don't know. I mean, if you go by the old tech tree for what, you know, the Railroads Online staff had intended originally, they did really float the idea of one of the Sumter Valley units being in there.
Yeah.
And I actually still have in one of my Google pictures a picture of the latest tech tree tank. Or did I say tank? Locomotive. Sorry, I've got World of Tanks on my mind, so yeah. Still pissed off about them nerfing the Progetto 65s. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. So I'm gonna bring up that photo. And you're clear to bring it ahead 2 or 1, actually. I gotta look for that photo. Half a car. Actually, you're good to stop.
Yeah, I want to see what the new tech, what the current tech tree is.
I mean, I don't know if QMA's even dropped that kind of information or not.
That is true.
I mean, because it would seem that even the latest version, like Tech Tree number 4, would be outdated.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm glad you guys liked doing the podcast tonight.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun and kind of interesting. I don't think it's actually in my Google Photos. It's got to be on one of my devices and stuff.
Probably.
I thought it was synced to one of my Google Photo accounts, but yeah, apparently not. Or either that, I'm scrolling past it like an idiot and missing it.
I did redo the freight depot yard as well, so I'll have to show you that at some point.
Oh yeah, did you split the new switches in there and stuff? We're loaded back here.
Okay.
I'm along for the ride, mon capitaine. I'll try to continue looking for that tech tree thing, but yeah, you know, somebody was asking me about it the other night in the chat, you know, and I'm like, honestly, that tech tree has not, that thing has been revised so many times by now.
Yeah.
It's just a matter, I don't know if they're ever going to implement it fully or what Kime's plan is.
Or if they're actually still using the tech tree or not.
That's a big question. I think it might be in my downloaded. No, it's not even there. Sorry, I should flip the switch for you.
Yeah, we're still not off it.
You're off it. Throwing it center.
Okay.
You're good. Go ahead and push her forward.
Do you want me to just shove it all the way down, or do we want to run around?
That's up to you, man. I mean, I could protect the shove, so yeah.
Yeah, we'll just, since you're up there, we'll just shove it.
You can, excuse me, you can go ahead and proceed forward, sir.
I did, although maybe it didn't have enough power or something. I just put more wood in.
Huh.
Yeah, we need more steam pressure.
Yep. Yeah, that's so weird, dude. I know I saw the Railroads Online tech tree in my photos the other day. For some reason, I am completely unable to find it.
It'll show up eventually.
Eventually, and even in that one spot where I wasn't looking.
That's always the case.
Yeah. I wish they had a actual, like a search function on Google Photos.
While this is warming up, want to go see the new freight depot layout?
Certainly. I'm already there.
So we got these tracks all of these tracks are straightened out.
Looks good.
With an actual ladder. This part, it turned into a little bit of spaghetti, but whatever. So, there's the spawn, of course, down there. If you're moving cars or an engine out, then you either take this switch, which will take you down into the yard. You're either that, or if it's just an engine, then you would have to come up onto the turntable and then go down this track.
Okay. What are the stubbins for down here?
That is to have enough room. So, since the spawn area, that's where you would have to spawn both locomotives and cars.
Yeah.
I put extra long stub ends just in case you have a ton of cars you need to move. So, you'd pretty much have to back past the yard access switch and then flip it and then shove the cars to the actual yard.
Okay, that does make sense.
Yeah, the turntable spawn area turned into a little bit of a spaghetti thing, but that's what I had to. That's what I had to do to get actual, like, straighter, longer lanes. And I was even able
angle crossovers.
Yeah,
I just give you an extra one.
I was even able to straighten out the ones on this side of the freight depot too some.
Okay, and I see you put a turntable over here too.
Yeah. Yeah, so we were... Huh?
So it looks like eventually when you get ready to build out towards the oil field and stuff, you got your stub extensions already going.
Yeah. When I build out that way, then eventually this and the other line will merge back into one and continue down that way.
Right.
But yeah. While we technically have a little bit of spinning mess, the actual yard area, I was able to actually get it a whole lot cleaner to where it can actually be used as a yard if you had to drop off freight cars for another train to pick up.
They make it an interchange thing at that point too, which is actually really ingenious.
Yeah, it's both an interchange and you can store stuff here.
That is cool. I see. I see you still have that track I put up there on top.
Oh! I totally forgot about that.
Oh,
Which,
well,
of course, now that you actually have to do a little bit of switching to put cars to the actual rail yard, it now means that Betsy has a job. Betsy can be the little yard goat of moving the freight cars from the spawn into the yard.
I like how you have this, like, as your inspection car here, you had this on the side rail.
Right.
And then you bring it over here, like in the real world, you bring it over here, then you set it on the main line, then you just go, you know, when you're ready.
Yeah.
I saw a video a little while back where out on the Transcon UP, they actually had a setup like this, you know. Heck, on the old Boise cutoff, they had a set off like that too, just as you're going into downtown Boise.
They usually had setups like that for speeders. Granted, you don't really need this because of the game. You can just pick it up and drop it over here.
Right, yeah, yep.
But it gives it the look. It gives it the feel, so I like it. And I got the high
bring it over here to the diamond, then you know you could just do that and then pick it up and drop it off.
And the Heisler is warmed up.
Excellent. Yeah, so I will find that, tech tree photo.
Yeah.
It's online, because in the articulated section, it does show a picture of either the 250 or the 251, the Uentas,
Yeah.
And one of them is in the Sumter Valley scheme. So I'm on the train, by the way, protecting the shove.
Fantastic.
You're clear to move.
I might have a way though to figure out to get an even better idea if the boilers are still down in the town that we were talking about earlier or not.
Yeah, that would be a pretty interesting thing, and it's like, I don't know if they've been completely scrapped by now.
I'm gonna try and figure that out.
Yeah, because
I didn't think about it during the stream and when we were talking about it. But there is a dad that his son, back when I was in scouting, a dad and his son were part of the same troop, and his dad was from Guatemala and still travels back home occasionally.
Oh, very interesting.
So, I started messaging him, so I'm gonna see if maybe next time he goes down to Guatemala, if he can check. Apparently he has some friends in that town, so I'm gonna see if maybe he can either ask around or look around and find out if the boilers are still there or not.
Yeah, that'd be absolutely fantastic. That would be absolutely fantastic, because it's unfortunate that those became the rusting bulks that they are now.
Okay, so I sent him the photo of the boiler sitting there in the 70s. And he said, I don't know about that. If I see something like that, I will take a picture for you.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna keep an eye out.
You're clear on the line, by the way.
We're gonna be turning because we have to put this onto the outbound track.
Yeah, we're just rounding the bridge up here.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I just might run ahead of you and get that switch thrown. Running ahead of you so I can... Okay, so you're good to go to the left.
Yep. You'll have to run ahead though, and the three-way switch needs to get thrown to the... so that we go to the right.
So you can go to the right, okay.
Yeah, to go onto the main
right.
line.
Okay, so one's gone to the right. Yeah, it's already on the main.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll throw this other switch. Not that it really matters these days. It's just habit from the old game mechanics where you just literally bend your train on a switch that wasn't thrown in your favor at all.
You have to... as we found out last night with Ben, you do have to throw the three-way switches still.
Yeah.
Those do not change for you.
Yeah, and that makes sense. Are you pulling out with a Heiser, or are you switching to another motor or a steam locomotive?
So we are going to stop with this, unhook, and then I'll... So we'll want to unhook with this.
You said you're taking beams down, right? So...
Yes.
So the train I'm actually standing on, the one that Glenbrook is attached to, right?
So the one that... Yes, I think so. But
Okay.
we'll have to... we're going to do some moving around because we'll want to use the cook.
You're gonna have to use the cook, you know, on the
Yeah.
Glenbrook. You're definitely not going to have the traction effort or the power needed.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm gonna fire up the cookie, gonna fire up the Glenny, because, you know, reasons. Looks like, are we gonna combine both of these trains here, Matt?
So we're gonna take the train that is hooked up to the cook right now. It has one beam car. We are gonna put that one beam car with the other train so that we have all beams.
Okay, just so you know, it's actually the Glenbrook that's hooked up to the beam car, the one beam car here.
Okay.
We'll just have to do a swap out. So, yeah, what you're saying is that we will just combine both of these trains, because this is pretty much all of what's going to the iron mine.
Yeah, because 10, I did the math, the coal mine takes 30 beams.
Yeah, it takes
So
30 beams and 50 lumber.
I think the coal mine just takes... Isn't the coal mine beams and rail?
Nope. No, coal mine is beams and rails. Sorry, I had it in my head. You're talking about iron mine. No, you're coal mine, right?
Yeah, we're going to the coal mine.
Okay, yeah, coal mine does take beams. And rail.
Which we're gonna drop off the cordwood at smelter so that we get more rails made up. And then we'll take the beams to the coal mine while the smelter's making the rails.
I'm gonna stick the Glenbrook all the way down here at the end of the stub track. Hello, a game? Oh boy. That's grand.
What?
Game through the three-way switch all the way to the left track.
Oh,
Because
fun.
of reasons. Yeah. Right. Okay. Boing. Peak cup time for me, because I just bend the Glenbrook. No, I wasn't trying to emulate a bend last night. That wasn't my intent.
We'll just blame... Since the switch just randomly threw, we'll just blame Kime.
Yeah, we'll blame him. He's the
Kime has to
scapegoat
be the
for
cup.
everything. Yeah. He's the scapegoat for everything.
Only when it's necessary.
That's a good point, Tender. I could turn around. So dumb.
Actually, here,
I see.
if
I
want
see you
to...
standing down there, but literally can't see the cars right next to you.
I'm trying to think of the best plan. Because I feel like we're going to want the cordwood closest to the engine. Okay. So, here, if you want to come hook back up to the lumber train.
Smoothly rolling back.
This is going to be slightly convoluted, but oh well.
Only slightly. But if we bend it again, we'll just blame Kime again, so.
I don't think we're going to bin it.
No, we won't. We're in good hands here. Is there a Lincoln pin in that coupler or no?
I'm not sure.
Well, in any case, there are now.
Okay. Let me make sure that you don't have the handbrake on.
Ready to go whenever you are. I already connected.
Okay. So what we are going to do is... the beam car, I have it unhooked. The beam car here on the back, we're just going to kick it really hard. So go ahead and bring it back.
Dude, that sliding action. Did I kick it hard enough?
I'm not sure, but it might still be okay. Yeah, we can make this work. So you're good to stay where you are.
Now I've completely obsessed about finding that stupid picture for Railroads Online Tech Tree stuff. Because it has the picture, the variant of the Sumter Valley 251. Hey Boxcar, how's it going, sir? I am obsessing about it now. I need to literally find it. If only I knew where the heck it was. I may have to do a Google search on it, providing that QMA didn't have it yeeted by now. Well, it's the internet. It's forever. That's good, Husky. Got the cat.
If you wanna hop over into the cook now.
Okay, what am I doing with this?
I'm coming.
It's all fired up and ready to go.
I'm almost there, hang on. Now, because this is 9 cars, you'll have to put more force behind it, but we're gonna kick these also. But since it's a lot of cars, you'll have to really give it some good force. Okay, that should do.
Hopefully that doesn't get bent on anything.
Nope, this should work. Ah, perfect.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to do a Railroads Online Tech Tree search.
Actually, I was about ready for you again. But if you want to do that, then I can...
It takes me like literally a split second, so I got this. I'm back.
Okay, so... You're gonna want to go forwards. And I'm coming to get the switches for you.
Her name is Mao Zedong Beans. Long story. Interesting name to say the least. Very interesting name.
Okay, there we go. You can bring it back.
While I'm doing this, you might as well just get the Glenbrook off that train.
It's not on the train that we need. The Glenbrook is fine where it is.
Oh. So that's why you're just taking beams up. Yeah. I'm being the ultimate space case today. Maybe I should join the Railroads Online space program and be like a tree space cadet. Geez, locomotive, you took a while to pressure there for the brake. Dun 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 dun.
You can now bring it back.
Okay, so I found version 5 of the Railroads Online tech tree.
Mm-hmm.
I'll drop that link in the hold on. Why is that a thing in the tier maker? Literally have no idea where those cars are, dude, because I can't see them.
About 3 cars.
3 cars, okay. Yeah, draw range, QMA. Please. Please and thank
2.
you.
1.
And brake.
You are pinned on that one. Let me just undo the one handbrake on these. Okay. You can shove back so that we are out of the Y.
Okay, I'm going to refire first.
Okay.
Yeah, like the only legitimate picture that I'm finding here of the Railroads Online Tech Tree for some reason is like taking me to Tier Maker. Because apparently that's how the map was built. Not that it should be, but you know, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
And you're getting enough rolling stock on your railroad where I'm starting to see syncopation issues.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's how QMA just optimized this game, so.
Okay, we can take it forwards.
I mean, he built a train game and he expects people to basically haul like little 10-car loads. No, this is a railroading game. You want people to move trains.
I mean, even if you were only hauling 10-car trains, you still have enough you have so much rolling stock to accommodate everything that...
Yeah. I mean, for stuff that actually makes sense, you know. Did you want to take over the controls?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. Anyway, I'll focus on the game from here on out. I don't need to worry about the Railroads Online Tech Tree. I'll find that. I'm reading about the Sumter Valley 2882s now, and I'm hooked on the Malleys they had. Yeah, those Malleys were absolutely epic. If I can find the Railroads Online Tech Tree picture, which I thought I had, that actually had the 2662 Malleys that they got from the Uinta, that they converted from tank engines to tendered engines. John Railroadson.
You know, this might surprise you, but so out of all the locomotives that were on the Sumter Valley, only the Malays were the superheated.
Yeah. Yep.
Even the Mikados was still saturated. Only the Malays had superheaters.
Yeah, they had a large heating grade area too.
Which I didn't expect that. When I first started up there, I totally thought it's like, oh, the 19 probably has superheaters, and then I found out it didn't, and when I asked, it's like, did none of them have superheaters? The only ones that the road ever had that had superheaters were the Malays.
Boxcar Husky said, did they sell them to Guatemala after Sumter Valley entered preservation? No, I think that was before. Because Sumter Valley went into preservation, I think, in the 70s, and the Malays, they were gone before that.
Oh.
Off to Sumter Valley.
Keep in mind that the way that the Sumter Valley came into preservation, the Sumter Valley and its preservation is not the normal preservation way.
Yeah.
most stuff, there was something around, and that was like Nevada Northern, for example. Kennecott had all of the locomotives, the track, the buildings, all of that. They gave it to the city. That's how that got preserved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Sumter Valley was completely gone. The by the mid-60s, there was nothing left. Because in the 60s, that was when they finally tore out the little bit that was in Baker City just for switching around a lumber mill.
Mm-hmm.
The organization did not start until the 70s.
Yeah, it's, I mean, and you're right, the line was completely gone before that. And so the section of line that you have now, because the section of line that you have now, that was all on donated rail from the Union Pacific when the organization came into being.
Yeah, when the organization started, we were given basically a whole bunch of land that no one wanted because it was all dredge tailing. And that just happened to be also where the track originally went through. But we had to lay all of the track. We had to move around dredge tailings to actually put in buildings and some of the track and everything like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess you could say that the Sumter Valley entered preservation, but at the same time, it's not a direct, oh yeah, we're preserved now. It was more of, essentially a group of guys got together and like, we missed that little train, let's rebuild it. And technically, when the organization started, Oregon Lumber Company or the Eccles or whatever, someone else still owned the Sumter Valley Railway name. So, we are, if you were going by, like, official documents from when our group was started, we are technically Sumter Valley Railroad Restoration Incorporated. Although, granted, at this point, we now own the logo for the Sumter Valley Railway and stuff like that, so.
And you absolutely do. By the way, I found that tech tree.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's what happens when I obsessively look for stuff. So I dropped the link there in the chat for you guys to click on that, and then it's in there. You know, they gave us like the version of the 2662 Malley that was on the Uinta as in its original form as a tank engine. And then they presented another one in its alternate state, the Sumter Valley, with the tender. And yeah, you're right, Husky. It did go. The Mikados did go up to Alaska for a time. They served some time up there on the White Pass in Yukon specifically, which is another cool little railroad that should be talked about one of these days.
The 20 did.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that the original Sumter Valley, they owned 5 total Mikados. the 3 Baldwins, and the 2 Alcos. So the Alcos, 19 and 20, went to White Pass. With the 16, 17, and 18, the Baldwin ones, those all went to Guatemala.
Huh.
A lot of stuff from the original Sumter Valley was sent down to basically parts of Central America.
Pretty much. And yeah, you know, I'm glad that Sumter Valley eventually got some of its identity back.
Right.
All right, so we're picking up rails from here, right?
So we're gonna drop. So we need to unhook the beams at the moment.
Yep. All right, let me get up and unhook the beams. Beams are unhooked. Brakes are applied. You go ahead and go forth and multiply. Unless you need a switch thrown. Then I will be that idiot and throw your switch for you. Hi.
Hello.
Alright, you're clear to roll past. I'm gonna turn your light on. There. Five cars.
Okay.
4 cars. 3. 2. 1. Clear. Before you come back, I need to see if you have anything sitting in these spurs. You probably don't.
Nope.
Okay. Then you can come back. All right, I got you cleared into the first track ski. How are we doing this, boss man? Are we doing this transload style, or how do you want to do it? Or, you know, switch
Probably.
and, change.
The transload made it pretty easy.
Okay. Got 3 cars to a stop. 2 cars to a stop. 1 car, go ahead and keep coming back. And stop. So I'm gonna cut this here, apply the brake, go ahead and go forward. You want me to unload or you want to unload?
I'll unload.
Okay, 4 cars. 3 cars. 2 cars. 1 car. Half car. Clear. Now you can come back. Protecting the shove. Husky
Sweet.
says Newfoundland Railway had the same fate. Most of its locomotives are in Brazil or Argentina. Yeah, a lot of stuff like that went to South America. American ski. Then I assume we'll just leave these bulkhead flat cars here for the time being.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it's just no real point in taking them with us. Probably pick them up on the way back or something, but, you know. Got a car. Keep coming back. Half a car
Probably
to
what
stop.
probably what we'll do.
And
I have
stop.
a feeling that by the time we get back from the coal mine, there will probably be. I have a strong feeling there will probably be enough rails to where we could come back here, load up with rails, and then go back up.
So you can unload that stuff there. I'm going to see how many rails you do have. You got a fair amount right now, actually. Looks like you've got 34 rails. That's 3 carloads full and change. And that's not including what you're going to get out of this wood. Ah. Oh, wait a sec. Yeah, you got iron ore down in here, too.
Yeah.
112 units of iron ore. Dude. That's an awesome way of cheesing it. Well, we got that 1 car that's a bugger.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, you don't have enough room in the back of the train to shove back. Well, got a quarter car, but actually, you could shove it back. You might be able to do it.
Yeah, let's see.
And you've hit the bumper there. Looks like it might be able to do it.
I don't think it will.
Just do 1.
Oh? That did it.
Actually, it actually did it. Wow. That's special. Special cheese, everybody. So with what you just put into the thing right now, that gave you 29 raw iron and 58 rails. Wow. That's a fair amount. So you're up to 60 rails. $62 rails. So you have enough for 6 cars worth of rails and change.
How much do we know how much rails the coal mine takes?
50
Oh.
rails.
Perfect.
How many flat cars do you have down here? Or stake flats?
I think, 10. Oh, we don't have any empty ones, but after we unload the beams, then we'll have 10 empty ones.
Okay, so we'll have to just make 2 trips up there, right?
Pretty much.
Yep, the game is definitely doing that thing where it's syncopating really, really bad. Well, not really bad, but you know, it's doing a thing.
What do you mean?
People are syncopating basically means it's not syncing up correctly.
Oh.
With what's going on the map, you know, because of efficiency issues.
Yeah.
Let me hit that switch for you. I'm right behind you. Do not leave your locomotive, kids. Come back. I haven't thought about what I want to do on my railroad when it comes to these 3-way switches. I'm pretty sure I'll find some use for them.
I've ended up using them a lot.
Yeah, I can see that. It's kind of like the same way with the crossover 90s. I had no use for them until I built that double Y down at the big yard on the west side.
The nice thing about the 3-ways is that it's like, especially if you're doing a yard like this,
yeah,
having the 2 switches to make 1 line go to 3 takes up so much room.
Yeah.
So it's nice having the 3-ways because it saves a lot of space. And thus gives you more track length instead of switches.
And which is what the case should have been all along, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, so our brakes are off.
Okay. Which means we
Alright.
can now throw that. That should be good there.
Apparently we were thinking the same thing, you know. Alright, switches lined. Yeah, I really did pick up that habit from the old days of Railroads Online.
Let me just go make sure that the switch going to the coal mine is set. Yep. All right.
Wait, what?
What?
Why are these cars not linked to the locomotive? That's weird.
That is weird.
Are they? I was gonna ask you if they're linked on your end.
No, they're not.
Because I did link them, and I heard the, you know, the steel click and everything. What? Why, game? Why'd you do that? I didn't remove the pin from the locomotive side either.
Neither did I.
It's doing that thing where occasionally it will despawn links and pins. Back in the battle days, you know, this game used to do that regularly. You know.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, you'd be going along or you get ready to go after you set all the links and pins and like all of a suddenly just pull your train apart just randomly out of nowhere.
Okay. Let's see. Are the brakes off?
Brakes are off, yeah. I better double check, because I had to set one brake to stop the line. Alright. You're good.
We are pulling. Perfect.
I'll just be your fireman for the trip.
That will work. Especially because we'll have a decent trip.
So, did you guys check out that link I posted down there in the chat? Let me know what you think. Because it is in there in the tech tree, in that version of the tech tree, which is version 4, which is I think the latest version. I mean latest, it's over a year old at this point. And by the way, Matt, I did actually drop it in the Discord too. So you can go
fantastic.
click on that and check it out. I mean, it's in there. Just whether or not they're actually going to adhere to that tech tree or stay loosely on some kind of path about it, you know, that remains to be seen. All we know is that some kind of Uinta 2662 was teased in one of the teaser images a couple months back, you know. Either way, you know, in what shape we have it in, I'm looking forward to getting it, and then I can use that SOB on the coal line, you know. Husky says lots of stuff. Yeah. Lots of stuff. I'm just looking at myself standing on top of these wood beams like a pro. Being a true brakeman. Yeah, from what I understand, QMA wants to focus on just American railroad gauge, narrow gauge stuff. So
Yeah.
a guy named Joao, who is a dude from Brazil, actually wanted to introduce like all these weird, like South American narrow gauge things to railroads online, which for the adhesiveness of the game really didn't make a lot of sense, you know.
Nope.
And then the whole Nix controversy wasn't Nix himself, but you know, the same things that were said about him, you know, that stirred up a lot of things, and that was that Joao character who did that too. So I can see where QMA is coming from in that sense, you know. Just keep it coherent when it comes to specific countries' railroads, rather than having like all this random, you know, stuff thrown into a game that would just make no sense.
Or at least get the game to where it has a bunch of American stuff, and then it's like, oh, we're out of big locomotives to make.
Yeah, Husky says he wanted Cape Gauge implemented in what Brazil uses. He basically killed the 280 or 482. Yeah, he did. He did.
He wanted a completely different gauge in the game?
Yep. Cape Gauge.
No, that would not happen.
That would literally make even less sense. I mean, I'll actually give QMA credit for nipping the bite on the butt on that one, you know. Cape Gauge. I mean, yeah, really. Wow.
Which one is Cape Gauge?
Brazil.
But like, what's the measurement?
I think it's 2 foot. I'm sure.
No, because 2 foot would be the main narrow gauge and the narrow gauge in England. Is it 2'6"?
No, 3 foot 6 inches Cape gauge.
Okay, 3'6".
Yeah, I was wrong, so little thing. Yeah, that's another really weird gauge too that doesn't make any sense. Because then you're having to get a different set of locomotives and cars.
Yeah. Are you ready for this?
Alright, go full yeeting speed, dude. Give me the full tour. I'm all eyes and ears on this one.
We have now turned off the iron line and are heading to the coal line.
Show us your crowning achievement, your crown jewel, if you will.
This was not an easy. I had a bit of a hard time thinking, or at least the valley worked out, but especially when it got to the actual getting up to the coal mine, I had a bit of trouble.
Yeah, because you're having to work it up to 2 and 3% there. So I see you did complete the Y up here.
Yep.
Welcome to Railroads Online. My name is John Railroadson, and I built this line.
With my bare hands.
That's right. Nobody takes a shower or bath better than me than with my clothes on. And building the line with my bare hands. Yeah, I'll never let that one go when Heist said that about Khan, so, you know, there you go. I don't ever change my clothes because literally I just sleep in them and stuff, and then I just go to work the next day in the same clothes.
Yeah. Right now, this is fairly standard coal mine stuff. So far.
So far, I like. At least it's nice and free running here on a single train. So, did you put a siding up here?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have a really long passing track here.
I see you have a telegraph office at the north end as well.
Yep, I have the two passing tracks on this line are long enough that it warranted having one at each end.
Yeah. So on my coal line, I have a similar thing as well. Two passing tracks. Does make it easier for multi-train operations on coal line.
Yeah, so there's... And you technically, between the smelter and the coal mine, you technically have three.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have the two on the actual coal mine run, and you have the one just before the coal and iron mines split.
Makes sense. Just never mind that. That's an optical illusion. The train's wanting to explode off the track. Whoa, John Railroadson. Come on, dude. Just work with me here. You know, it's weird. Like, you can get, if you hit a train on the ground, or from the ground, and if you get on it just right, you can get like a weird speed boost.
Oh, yeah. Which then, this is where the second coal mine passing track starts. And it's a lot longer than the other one.
Bosscar says Brazil has a lot of running steam locomotives he's noticed. Seems that way. Although I really don't follow the Brazilian steam scene much, though.
Neither do I.
But yeah, that was the thing, you know, is that Joao just wanted to bring like all kinds of like weird stuff into the game. Just would not have made any sense. So you managed to stay on this side of the valley here. Up near the waterfall side. You know,
I pretty
I'm
much
really
had
hoping,
to.
right. You know, I'm really hoping that they actually utilize this part of the valley for some kind of industry. It would be really cool. It's like this is a very nice, perfectly flat area here, and it's not utilized for anything. Yeah, you can certainly consider this like double track at least.
Yeah. In
Stop
this
Matt.
valley, in this valley,
train back. You lost your train back there, dude.
Oh, did I?
Yep. I have no idea what happened. All I know is that somehow your car got yeeted off the track. Unless the game is lying to me again.
No, because I don't see it either.
What the hell is this, Kume? What is this, dude?
It's like it was, and we weren't going too fast because the tender and the first car stayed on.
Okay, so 4 of them are here. What gives, Kime? What gives? Yeah, 4 of them are right here. So we lost one further back. I'm gonna go back to that telegraph office and see if I can intercept it. Rolling back, because wow. I can swear I didn't pull the pin. Yeah, I found one way back here, not far. 2, 3, yeah, 4 back here, not far from the telegraph office. And they're just rolling back willy-nilly, so I'm just gonna set the brake on them. I have no idea how this happened.
You found 4 there?
Yep. It's a little bit of a walk from the telegraph office as you go up, but, you know, yeah, it's a thing.
We have 5 here. So we're missing 1 car.
Really wish this game had proper map usage. So you can locate stuff. Because this game does not have proper map usage. Railroads Online Extended, that is one key benefit to it, is you can locate stuff like that.
Those are back on.
Steam is cool. Steam is life. How many cars did we have in total? 10?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't see the 5th car, so you might actually want to walk back from where you picked up those cars there and just check the line, because I didn't walk further past those 4. But instead, I just went all the way back to the first sighting and I'm walking up to the next sighting. Theme came through your window. Huh. That's, really? How did... Coming in from the outside or something? I mean, yeah, I just like suddenly looked back and all of a sudden I noticed that like you're missing your train.
That's weird.
Decoupled. I really wish that they actually had correct, you know, derailment sounds and stuff. They would actually tell you that there's something wrong with your train. Kume. Yeah, hearing derailing cars, that tends to be loud.
But even then, cars don't just explode up in the air.
Yeah, and by the way, I found car number 5.
Okay, fantastic.
All the way back here.
How far back?
All the way by the telegraph office on the south end of the siding. I'm walking it back up. Yeah, you know, we're just driving along, riding along, you know, happily talking about life and things in the universe, and I look back and suddenly your train's gone. I mean, I'm wondering if this car's a little suspect, but, you know. Oh, that's perfect. So we are linked and pinned back here. I'm checking brakes, because... Oh, there was one brake that was on. But that's the one I tied on earlier to stop this stuff from rolling back, so... we're all, like, linked back here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So everybody's all here. You said Steam is love, Steam is life. Then it reminded me of Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Yeah. Hold on. You gotta shove back. Something weird is going on here. Where I think that the links and pins are despawning. I mean, I was willing to believe at first that maybe the game is playing optical illusions on me. But no, that doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, there was a pen that was gone. I'm gonna check the entire train of stuff.
And in case that happens again, I'm gonna save.
Please do. I mean, imagine getting to someplace and you arrive there with half your train.
I mean, if you hadn't noticed, we would have only arrived up there with one car.
Yeah. Okay, all brakes are off. Everything is linked in pin. I'm double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking. Because it's a thing.
All right, then in the on the words of Polar Express, all ahead, slowly.
You know, I'm just gonna ride in the back of the train. Okay,
Probably a good idea.
We have one car that just decoupled.
What?
Are you fucking serious right now? Why is this happening? Kume, fix your game, dude. All right, come back. And it was linked too. I don't see double pins, nothing. Three cars. Two cars. One car. Half car. We're linked. Okay. You haven't seen this kind of problem in freaking ages, dude.
Yeah, it's weird that it's having this problem.
It's Railroads Online. You don't expect any better or worse.
That is true.
I'm surprised Mark hasn't chimed in a while. Especially about this recent situation. I mean, heck, judging by the way this branch line is set up, he could practically go mainline speeds on it without much issue.
Yeah. If you didn't have the problem of tenders and cars derailing at 22 miles an hour or whatever, most of the railroad you could run at a decent speed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you absolutely could. I mean, if you don't have like ridiculously tight curves and 10% grades, you could easily run mainline speeds, especially on the new splines. That's what the whole purpose of the new splines was, is so you can potentially run mainline speed.
So I'll be honest, at this point on my entire map, the steepest grade is 3.5%, but that is not a constant grade, that's just in a few places. And the sharpest turn is in one spot, and it is a 70-meter radius.
Yeah.
Which technically is a little bit, if in real life, is a little bit tighter than what Sumter Valley 19 could run on, but it's right at the 19's bottom edge, so it could maybe do it.
Could. Probably, like the tightest absolute curve that I have on the railroad is like, I think it's a 35 or 40 degree curve, and that's around Sawmill.
The meter radius, or
the meter radius, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the way I looped it around the Sawmill, going from logs to the loading side.
Yeah, no, but because like
Go ahead.
Because I built this railroad to... And granted, you had mentioned it, since it is basically as if the stuff was on skates. The stuff can take tighter turns than it actually could in real life. But I technically have been trying to keep this railroad to the idea of, okay, if this was following complete visits and everything like that, can I run a Sumter Valley Mikado on it? And so far, everything I've done on this line is technically could, in theory, accommodate a Mikado in real life.
Absolutely could. In real life, so my thinking was, if Kume actually changed the way the wheels interact, especially on some of the longer, more rigid locomotives, like the 8-wheel drives, that can't go anything under like 50 degrees radius, or 80 degrees, as you'd be suggesting. Because this could very much apply to the 8-wheel drive locomotives we have in the game currently, too. Because of the wheelbase length alone.
So the photo that you had posted in the Discord a while ago that listed different locomotives.
Yeah.
A Sumter Valley Mikado, it's, according to that photo, the minimum mainline curve that it could handle was a 73-meter radius.
Yep.
And so far, everything besides for one turn is above 73-meter radius.
Yeah, I try to keep my radiuses to reasonable radiuses and stuff, with the exception of like one of the industries, you know. Otherwise, I don't like going below 50-degree radiuses.
You know, I've been trying to keep everything at least 80, but there's been a couple times where I haven't been able to.
That's just where you can capitulate on something, you know?
Yeah, like this turn that we are on right now, this is a 70-meter radius.
Yeah, and I think this is reasonable.
Like I said, I've been trying to keep this to... The game doesn't follow real life in some cases, but I've been trying to keep it somewhat of, okay, if this was following actual physics, I've been trying to build it to the highest quality that I can of gentle turns, not overly steep grades, etc.
Yeah, and this is perfectly fine the way this worked out here. So with that dev cut that they put back there, that's kind of the natural route that they would have expected for people to take to come up to coal mine.
Yeah, I wanted to, but it would have done weird sharp turns and stuff. And we are now entering the yard.
Can I unload? Can I?
Sure.
You want to unload? Cool. Are you gonna do a run around here and then pull the train back down?
I have a turning facility here. Once we unload all the cars, then I'll show you how.
You can go ahead and go a little faster.
Yep.
I'm pretty quick on the trigger about it. I figured, you know, if I could unload this, you know, it's up to you, but you can have the rails because that's more lucrative in terms of the payout.
Yeah.
Because it's 10 rails per flat car. And I'm going to have to double check the numbers. But I think it's like 6. I'll double check the numbers. But I do know more that it's more than $36 per car than what you would get on the beams. All right, sir, that's everything.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go check the figures on the commodities railroads online. So hopefully... Okay. So rails... is $25 per rail delivered. Wait a minute, that can't be right. So according to this, so it's $25 per rail, and you get $10. You get 10 rails, so that's $250 per car.
And the coal mine takes 60 rails.
So out of that, you'd get $1,500 easy. Yeah, so this would take almost everything you have at the smelter.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see you're unlinked it did.
Yep.
Oh,
Are
yeah,
we...
that's a lucrative little train there for you, dude.
Yeah. Is the turntable lined for us?
Yep, you're lined up. Ow.
Okay.
Mark says over hill, over dale, over bent and rusty rail. That's what that situation was back there. Dude, that's so weird. I could just walk right through this collision. This mesh.
Yeah.
That's weird. Your locomotive bell just started ringing for me, and then it stopped. All right, swinging it around. So yeah, $250 per car. And you have 10
That will
cars.
be
That's
fantastic.
$1,500 on the train. So what do you have now currently in the bank?
4,700.
Hey, you get that cashed in, you can get yourself another decent locomotive or whatever.
So you passed the spot that we needed to go to.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you need to pull out onto this stub?
Not that... You'll... If you line us back up with that stub, you'll see.
Okay, day. Trying to slow it down. Okay. Kind of interesting you have it build on a Y like that.
Pretty much similar thing to how I did the turnaround at the smelter.
Very fascinating. All right, you can come forth and multiply. Lining all of your switches up here.
Yep. By combining the turntable with a Y, it is faster than just only using a turntable, but it also saves more space than having an actual Y.
Yeah,
so
that does make sense.
So I'm able to have still gentle turns and not have a full Y. It's like the turns that go into that turntable are all 80-meter radius.
I'm just trying to put on some music. I see you coming.
Yeah.
Finally. You can just run me over.
Which then you have a drill track on either side of the yard. And you have an extra track in the center of the yard so that if someone needs to be switching cars, you can switch cars while also still having an engine turn around at the facility.
Alright, you can come back. Linked and pin set.
Another case where while the yard is laid out somewhat weird, it still is laid out in a way that it is functional to do whatever is needed.
Absolutely. You could do a little bit of switching up here.
Yeah.
Or in the case of Dan, you would just have a big hump yard up here. You know? That's funny story. That's actually something that he did actually do with his yard at I think it was the iron mine, actually. That little space you get up there, he wanted to put a big yard up in that area, you know?
Yeah.
And use it as an interchange yard between coal mine and wherever else cars were going. So it's like, well, that's not working. I'm like, dude, you're cramming a lot of stuff into that little space. Okay, brake is off here.
I almost thought I had almost contemplated doing a yard at the bottom in the big valley by the waterfall, so that you'd end up having something kind of like the sawmill and log camp here, but at the coal mine.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, no, I want to try and give us as big of a mainline run as I can.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, putting something like that up here at the coal mine does make more sense because you do have a lot more room up here at the coal mine, than you have at iron mine.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about doing like basically a separate line and then interchange between the coal mine and the main line, but it's like, no, that's more switching. Yeah. I wanted to try and give us a long mainline run.
Yeah, I've actually thought about putting an interchange track down there at the helper station, now that there's actually a reason to do that, especially with the addition of the coal mine stuff and the coal towers, because I have coaling towers at the helper station. So that's something I'm gonna do here probably in the next few days, is just add that stuff. I'll be right back, dude. Going to take a short, like, 5-minute break.
Okay.
So I'll just leave the stream running here and just focus on my character so they can enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
But I will be back. So you're gonna have to be a little more vigilant if if you lose cars.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop and do a quick save just to be safe.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, I'll be back at about.
Okay.
Aha, I have returned. I hope you all have enjoyed this rather scenic tour provided courtesy of Mr. Matthew Kemper.
Oh god, he's back!
I'm gonna eat him wood in the firebox.
Sounds good.
Didn't look like I need to do that, but you know.
Oh well. I can't wait till I can get some of the Tweetsy engine.
I'm just a head appearing out of the wood. You know.
He is incognito.
Cool. That's right.
He is one with the logs.
And he is looking right at you. Dude, that sounds so weird and perverted at the same time. What?
Oh well.
He sees you. He knows your every movement. His name is John Railroadson.
He knows where you sleep.
That is meme worthy right there. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. So be good, for goodness sake. Man, sounds like the dude is just creeping on you.
He knows if you've been to your train.
Heist, let that be a warning to you, sir.
I feel like John Railroadson would not go after us just because he knows that it wouldn't work.
Probably not. Heist would just disappear and actually come after John Railroadson, so yeah.
Yes! Heist would bin the train just to have it land on John Railroadson.
But has it ever occurred to you or him that John Railroadson's indestructible? Just saying, you know.
This is also Heist we're talking about, though.
That's true. Heist created him. Heist probably could destroy him. Maybe.
Heist is able to destroy pretty much anything.
Except for Khan.
Oh, he had posted it's been months ago now, but did you see the short that he did with Leighton on the speeder at the museum?
I did not. I'll have to check that out.
Oh god, you need to go see it.
Are we in the... Oh, no, we're not in the siding. Never mind. Yeah, I'll check that out after the stream and stuff.
No, you need to see it before the stream ends. It's a short, so it's only a few seconds.
Yeah, I get it. Hi,
You gotta watch.
Goku.
Let me see if I can find it and I'll message it to you.
I'm pretty sure I could actually just search it. I'm doing that right now.
If you went to his
his shorts.
Yep.
I saw that one he did when they were at Kenosha Pass, Colorado.
It was before that.
So you said this one was in a speeder?
Yeah, I think it was like the fastest thing at the museum or something like that.
Yeah, Leighton at the, okay. Yeah, I got it right here. So I'll show it to y'all.
There was an important reason why I mentioned this.
Oh, he's got a propeller hat on his head.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Batman, bad hats.
No, that's kind of cool. Watch it again.
You're so dumb. Batman, bad hats.
Wow.
The reason
That's,
I mention it, ever since I saw that, I have decided that when my speeder is done, I need to get a propeller hat.
Looking all goofy like that on the Sumpter Valley.
Either me or I'll get the propeller hat and then like someone else wear it. But as soon as I saw it, it's like, wait a second, I have a speeder. I can continue this.
No, I'll be more than happy to take a picture or video of that of you crossing Highway 7. Granted, you won't trigger the gate there, you know, but I can protect the traffic from you.
Either Highway 7 or you do it at Huckleberry Loop. Huckleberry Loop would be a little bit slower, so you wouldn't have as much traffic.
A little slower, but a little too safe, you know.
You also have curves at Huckleberry, so it would be kind of a poof, there he is.
I'm trying to get out ahead of you, and the switch is lined.
Yep. We'll have to throw the three-way so that we can load up with rails.
Your wish is my command. Okay, you're lined into the rail side.
Fantastic.
I will load for you immediately. So you have a total of 62 rails, so you'll take everything here except for 2 bundles of rails. But that'll be a healthy train, Matt.
Yeah?
That will be a very good train for you to move. Oh heck, let's actually yeet the 2 rails on there too, because like realize, you know, you got beams and stuff up there, and it's gonna go through rails anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll take literally everything up with us.
Perfect. Slowly start getting closer and closer to buying the Tweet Sea.
I think you've got the tier rating for it, right? You're level 7. Yeah, you're level 7.
Yeah.
You should be able to get it.
I just don't have the money for it. So I'm at 4,700 and it's what, like 7,000?
So this train would net you 1,550. And what do you got right now?
4,700.
4,700 on the dot.
Pretty much. There's like a little bit extra, but technically 4,700.
Okay, so if you actually add 4,700, it's gonna bring you up to 6,250. 6,250. If we really wanted to, we could actually smash out that last 750 on a log train or something, you know? I don't know. It's up to you. All right, Mark, thank you for tuning in, bud. Glad to have you here as always.
We should, if we are able to drill it out and get it out, that would be amazing. Because I want a fleet of those.
Personally, I don't see a problem. I mean, I wish I could actually just give you some of my money.
Yeah, because we can use your money to buy some more freight cars.
No, I mean, give you some of my money to make up the difference, you know.
Yeah. How much do you have right now?
2,254. I go ahead and pull forward 2 cars.
We could use that to buy some more iron ore hoppers.
Iron ore is like 850 a piece, right? Yeah,
I think so.
Should be. Got a half a car. The EBT hopper is okay. So the hopper is 850. The EBT hopper is 750.
Which the EBT one is the newer ones, right?
Yeah, it's the newer one.
Those I plan on having just for the coal.
Supposedly, people are claiming that the EBT hopper also hauls less iron than the coal, which is like 8 iron to 10 coal, which is weird.
Yeah. I heard about that.
I'm gonna actually confirm if that's actually true or not. You know, it would seem weird that somebody seems to have figured that out, but
it would also keep it easy to separate the two if I had one style of hopper just for coal and one style just for iron ore.
for me, the way I do it, it's like, you know, I keep a set of cars down at smelter for the iron run, and then a set of cars usually up the coal mine for the coal runs and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish I could auto spawn you know, the commodities here, you know, cordwood.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of awesome. I'm just gonna see how much iron you have left, because it's overgrown with weeds right now. You got 88 iron left, so that's a decent amount. Okay, you can go ahead and pull forward 2 cards. Got a half a car? No, not half a car, 1 car, sorry. Sorry, I'm distracted. And stop. Is there anywhere you need to go with the raw iron too? Because I was just thinking you could actually deposit some of that at Freight Depot.
I was thinking the same thing, actually.
So anyway, Matt, here's a good resource for you to keep a tab on what the resources pay out here. I'm just going to drop that in RPM. I should just drop that in the Railroads Online chat too. You have a good night, Mark. Thank you for tuning in, bud. So on the raw iron, right? Raw iron also pays out $25 per bundle of iron. There's 3, so $75 a car. So on a 10-car train, that's $750. Wow, that almost give you the actual. That actually would give you the difference that you need. So it's just worth it to come back down here again.
Raw iron. Raw iron, 3 per car, 18 each, $54 per car.
Is it 54? Okay, this thing I'm reading says $25 per car. Or $25. Okay. Go ahead and bring her ahead too. One car. So maybe I totally calculated this wrong.
Hang on.
You gotta go. Okay, so
The switch.
Okay, so somebody actually did a spreadsheet here. Okay, so this makes sense. So my bad. I do apologize for that. So 18 times 10
Okay.
is 180. Then multiply that by 10.
How many
Is
cars now?
18 is 1,800. You got a half a car. So that's actually even better, Matt. That pays $8 more per rail than the thing I was actually just reading. Raw iron also pays 18 per bundle.
We
I
could
found an actual
sell.
spreadsheet. So I just PM'd you the same spreadsheet there.
Perfect.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. The iron would pay $54 per car. So if we were to come back, right, because you got 32 pieces over there, I think.
Yeah, 31 or 32.
Okay, so 54 multiplied by 10, so that would give you 540. So yeah. It's always good to do math in this game. Even that 540 would still get you like within a teardrop of what you would need to get a Tweetsy, you know.
I think we're out of rails.
Are these cranes actually loading up the cars? Because they're not showing up on my side.
They're acting like they are, but there's not dropping anything. For me, it says that we're out of rails.
Oh, that dude, that's because we loaded all the rails. Yeah. Okay.
Why the cranes want to act like there's rails, though, I don't know.
I have no idea, but let's get out of here. I'll come fire up the locomotive because it's been a minute since we fired it up.
So we'll have to back up for a second.
Somebody posted in gaming chat. Oh, that was me.
Unhook there.
Okay. So there's the spreadsheet.
We'll have to line the turntable.
Alright, go ahead and bring it on in.
Okay.
I might actually have to drop off here soon, actually.
Okay.
I'll get you turned around here. And then I'll go ahead and drop out.
But you might want to do it from the other end. If you do it from where the tender is, then it'll be easy to line up with the track that we need on.
Are you wanting to back it up onto that track?
Yeah, so it's just like the coal mine, where it's... Think of it as a Y, but with a turntable.
I keep thinking that you had it set up that you just want it swung all the way around.
Now, because turntables, if you go all the way around, can be kind of slow.
Alright, you're all lined up anyway.
Since turntables can sometimes be slow if you're doing it the whole way, I came up with this solution of combine a Y and a turntable, and it is then faster, slightly faster than a turntable, and not as much space as a full Y.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna line this switch and I'm gonna go ahead and bail off.
Okay.
Well, let me know if you got the tweetsy or not, dude.
Will do.
Because I can guarantee you're going to enjoy that locomotive. You're not going to have any regrets about it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Let's put it this way. I'm flat out impressed with it. I put it on a couple of runs yesterday, and yeah, it was great. It worked out very well for what I had it do. Alright, I'm gonna chuck wood at you, sir, in salute.
Okay.
Waste wood. Best of luck to you, mon capitan.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You have a good one.
Yep.
Let's do
Absolutely.
this again. Yep, let's do this again soon.
Always.
Alright, see you later, dude. Be safe
Yeah.
and sleep well.
Will do.
Yep, bye-bye.
See ya.
I really do like hanging out with him. He's actually a really cool dude in real life, so yeah. Absolutely fun playing around on his railroad as always. So we're gonna go over to my railroad for just a second. And I'll show you the thing. I'll show you guys the thing. But Matt, he is a really cool dude. I like hanging out with him. I'll just do that because Nobody's gonna guess that password at all. Unless somebody screen caps this and gets onto my server. That's why I cycle my passwords. He's not gonna regret the tweetsies at all. I guarantee that. Because the tweetsie is awesome! Oh, dude, coming back over here and I see it's just the frame rate loss is epic. Since I'm back over here, I'm gonna activate Railroads Online Extended. I have super speed. I can run. I can really run. Tweetsy is absolutely worth it. So I'll show you the tweetsy. You hear that? Yes, church is in service. Ding, 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 ding. That is a tweetsy. A 280 tweetsy. Beautiful locomotive. Another tweetsy. That's the one that Ben bought. So these are the new East Broad tops loaded with cold, and they're just chilling here in the yard. So tomorrow, you know, because I don't feel like doing it tonight, I'm gonna take one of these new coal cars up and run an experiment on them, because like that doesn't seem right. That I'm hearing information that the coal to iron mine ratio doesn't seem right. You know, 8 units of iron to 10 units of coal. No idea how that actually computes, you know, why the two would be different. You know, I would think that the coal would actually have more mass in real life than a grain of iron ore, but I could be wrong. But yes, these are the new East Broadtop coals. They are nice looking. Yes, Mark, I did yeet some Eurekas, but this is one, along with 2 others, that I actually did keep. Or one other, I should say, that I did keep. This will actually get out on locals soon enough, instead of just sitting here chilling at the roundhouse. Olympia is the only other tweetsy that I think I'll have on this railroad. But these are really solid locomotives. They are technically, at this point in time, the most powerful rotted engine in the game was 16,554 pounds of tractive effort force. And only the second most powerful locomotive in that same regard, only behind the Climax, it has 17,210. It's only 700 pounds, roughly, less than the Climax. Yeah. By the way, I still have a bias towards the Heislers. Heislers forever. Heislers are love. Heislers are life. Das ist Olympia. Das ist Tweetzy. Das ist number 64. By the way, this thing, actually, if you go at the electric light, it has a dynamo right there up in front of the cab. And you can turn it on just by turning on the generator slider. So it's really cool that they actually have it, the sound of the dynamo actually emulated. Is Matt's last name Olmsted? No, it is not. It is Kemper. Although I knew a guy named Mike Olmsted back when I was growing up. Although you could actually turn it on with the hand valve too. Wrong hand valve. This side. Turns on your dynamo too. And you can really swing that Johnson bar back and forth like this. Okay, so I have to show you like the locomotive that I like the most out of the new stuff are these tank engines. I like them a lot. I like them. I like this one here. Right here, the red on it. Yeah. The Idahoan. It's a very nice unit. Very solid. Very crisp, very clear. And the black one's cool. Celestial Sun. But I like the red one a little better because, you know, red and black is a nice... Actually, no, these are more like a brown. Red and brown. They could better yeet some water into that. Sounds like Idahoan just went through a bunch of water. Heisler comes through your window. You're gonna have to explain that one, dude. That is weird. That thing has no water in the tank. This guy has some water. So they must... I wonder if they have like a high water consumption. No, I think that we filled this guy up once. And took it out on the main. Like immediately. So these are the only two saddle tank engines on this railroad, so... Heislers are love. Heislers are life. Yes, the W.H. Eccles is... the W.H. Eccles number 3 is so named after the Heisler on the Sumter Valley Railroad. And the one immediately attached to it is Baker City, is the fact that it's actually in Baker County, Oregon. And the eastern terminus of the Sumter Valley Railroad at one point. I think I need to do a locomotive for Prairie City, which used to be the western terminus of the Sumter Valley Railroad at its height. I think I'll have to do that sometime. I'm going to see if they actually patched this out. I don't think they did. No. High. QMA. Literally. Dim. Too dim. Too unbright. Can't even see that, not at night. Look at how close I am looking at the light. I'm not getting blinded. I want to be in the light. Yes. In it. You know I'm getting tired when I'm doing this kind of shit, so. Hey, Boxcar, do you actually play the game or just watch? I'm just curious. If you play the game, you should come on with us sometime. Have you ever thought about this? Like your head becomes the light? Like literally. What is this? I think I'm too far back. Trying to make it work. There we go. Head is in the light. You become the light. Good enough. There we go. Take a picture of that. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and terminate the stream right there. I'm getting pretty tired. So, sayonara, everybody. Have a good night, and I shall see you soon.